From wherever you're watching us, this is Sports This Morning on your award-winning channels, television, right here in the city of Lagos. My name is Yemi Adebayo. Follow me as I take you on a trip across the world of sports. Well, football, tennis, and basketball will be on the menu this morning. We will serve it to you hot and fresh. But first, let's check out the headlines to set the tone for our discussion on the show this lovely Friday morning. The Falconets are on the verge of winning the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Canada. Coach Peter Dedewo's girls face Germany in the final on Sunday. They're on the verge of winning, and that'll be the first for Nigeria. Well, despite fears of outbreak of Ebola virus, world's governing body for football, that is FIFA, insists Morocco will host the Club World Cup. Well, Swiss maestro Roger Federer and world number one Serena Williams get last chance to win a Grand Slam in 2014 as the US Open starts on Monday. Well, our attention shift to Spain for the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup, which starts in a week's time. All right. Well, let me quickly introduce my partner on the show this morning. It gives me so much pleasure to welcome Kunle Philip. Kunle?
Yeah, good morning, Yemi. It's always good to be here.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about on the show this morning, but the headlines we've checked out will give you an idea of all the things we'll be looking at. There's a Spanish Super Cup today.
Absolutely.
We can also talk about the Falconets. Will they be able to go all the way in Canada? You can talk about that. You can also talk about transfer speculations on the show. You can also talk about the Super Eagles, the little matter of Coach Steve Keshi. How do you feel about all of those things? You could also talk about the Globe Premier League and all that. Well, to get your views across to us, this is how you can do it. Via Facebook, on Twitter. On Facebook, it's channels-sports. On Twitter, at channels_sports. Then again, you can tweet at my own personal handle, that's Yemi Adebayo20. You can get your views across to us. Let us know how you feel. Speak out and be heard on the show this morning. All right, so that's how you can get your thoughts across to us. But Kunle, let's dive straight into the issues. Let's talk about the Falconets. And, well, there's really not much to say. They've done so well so far. But can they go all the way? That's the big question. Getting to the final is not the first. They've been there before.
Yeah.
But this time, can they go all the way?
Yeah, they can actually go all the way. I tell you, I mean, in 2010, we saw a Falconet team that really were very, very tactical and disciplined. But this time around, we were seeing girls who are well disciplined, also tactical, and they are
slightly better.
Better, absolutely better than the team of the 2010. And you know, coming up against the German team, who also have actually cruised their way through to the final. I think it's really going to be very tough. But looking at the way our girls, it looks like our girls just, you know, they picked up from the knockout phase because you look at the way they actually played in the group stage, they struggled.
Well, I think it's a trend in Nigeria. We start slowly.
Yes, and subsequently
begin to
improve. And you know, their improvement have been so tremendous. Apart from even the four teams that actually got to the semi-final, we want to say the Falconets have been the team that have achieved
we had
better results.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of seeing these beautiful goals. But Kunle,
goals.
Yeah, what I'm going to ask you, if we go all the way and win, what impact would that have? Because a lot of people have said, yes, victories are sweet. We love winning. But what impact does it have on domestic football here in Nigeria?
Yeah, it should have an impact because if you check out most of the foreign countries, when they go out to win, they have structures in place. But we don't have. Even, Yemi, I must tell you, even in the midst of all this celebration, celebrating the fact that they are in the final, we want to look at the fact that some of these players have actually played, they are playing in their second, third Under-20 World Cup finals, which is not too good.
But you can't blame the coaches. Where would they select the players? That is one.
They can't go and scout for players. That's why they have.
Where? When see, the point is when you have structures.
There are times that the structures are not.
I can tell you, most of our opponents are not using professional football players.
Yes, because I've had opportunities of visiting some grassroots cities and sites where under 17, under 10 competition is being played in the female category, and I see good players. I tell you, I don't know the reason why some of our coaches cannot.
They will say time,
and scout for the players.
They will tell you time and probably the fact that stability. But let's move on. Victories are sweet, and we will take them in whichever shape it comes.
Absolutely.
And hopefully the girls.
Also becoming the first African team to win the under-20.
And the first under-20 side to win in Nigeria, because the guys have not been able to do it. Yes. Okay, let's move on. Let's allow you to see how it's going to go down, the final and the third place of the competition. Well, this is the final. We just spoke about it on Sunday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria will take on Germany. Hopefully, this time, Nigeria will win on the day. And the third place, France will take on North Korea. And up for grabs is the third place. This is a loser's final. But the bragging rights that I came, even though I didn't get the top prize, I was still able to get the bronze. Okay, let's move away from that. Earlier, we were talking about FIFA. Agreeing to a shift in date for the general elections. That's not what we're talking about this morning. But all of this, the Super Eagles, is the issue for me. The fact that we've not sorted out the issue of coach Stephen Keshi, and that's cause for worry.
Yeah, it's really a cause for worry. We don't really know the next line of action. We don't even know the coaches that are going to be in charge when the Super Eagles file out against their Congolese counterpart, and even against South Africa. It's sad and disheartening at the way things are. One would have expected that things will have been sorted out, before now, before these games. But I'm just appealing to the Nigerian Football Federation, led by Aminu Magari.
Let's put the sport ministry, maybe the president,
all the major stakeholders, sort these issues out, and let's have football continue.
Go and deal with the elections, but sort out
the issue of the coaching. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. We'll get to read your tweets as they come. But let's talk about the FIFA Club World Cup. The Ebola virus is causing a lot of trouble in Africa. We hear some countries may not want to play. The Ivorians are having issues as well. A lot of countries now will choose whether to forfeit the 2015 African Cup of Nations or play. Some are even saying they might be playing their home games in neutral venues. But the news is FIFA has said that Morocco will host the 2014 FIFA Club World Cup. They hosted last year, but they will be hosting again this year. There were fears that the Ebola virus disease may prompt FIFA to change, but FIFA said Morocco will host. Yeah,
good one by the Federation International Football Association, because I think there was no need for the venue to be changed because there is no Ebola crisis or outbreak in Morocco, and FIFA was actually right, justified to have actually given Morocco the nod to host it.
Their decision was based on
the World Health Organization
said yes, that's safe. Morocco is safe.
Yes, we know the African countries who have Ebola issues.
And we know the particular region as West Africa, not Africa.
In the northern part.
And this was last year.
Well, yes.
Last year, the Moroccans, Raja Casablanca, they were just there by virtue of being
the
host country, won the league in their country, and they are there.
They did very well, playing against Bayern Munich in the final, but they lost 2-0 in the final.
Yeah, they lost. So hopefully this year we'll get to see Cristiano Ronaldo and his Real Madrid, San Lorenzo. Yeah. Well, the champions for Africa and Asia
will be decided in November.
We'll know later. And Mexico's team, there's a team from Mexico also will be there. So we'll be looking at all of that, and hopefully the competition will take place in Morocco. But let's talk about the big one today, since we talked about Real Madrid earlier. The Spanish Super Cup. Real Madrid are looking forward to winning 6 available titles this season. They've won the UEFA Super Cup, and now they're looking to picking the Spanish Super Cup.
Yeah, they are looking to pick the Spanish Super Cup, but it's really going to be tough coming up against their city rival, Atletico Madrid, the team that knows its onions, coached by fantastic gaffer in person of Diego Simeone. The first leg played on some couple of days ago
at the Bernabeu.
At the Santiago Bernabeu, ended in a stalemate 1-1. And one people will say it's an advantage for Atletico Madrid coming up, against Real Madrid in the second leg at the Vicente de Calderon. It's really going to be very tough. But of course, you look at these two teams.
It's enough incentive for Madrid to want to win at their opponents, at their rivals' backyard, and that's what the coach is saying. He said he is motivated, and that's Manu because Carlo Ancelotti says, "Look, I actually want to win at the Vicente de Calderon," and I think it's possible. He has enough ammunition. Even though one or two players, Sami Khedira and Angel Di Maria, that says he wants to leave. But I mean, look at this man in the picture. I mean, good players. Yeah. But let's talk about what they're going to come against. Atletico has lost some players, Diego Costa, Felipe Luis, but you have to appreciate the way some of the old guys still in your picture. But you have to appreciate the way they've filled the gaps. Some have left, some have come in. Thiago Courtois left for Chelsea. They brought in a new goalkeeper. Diego Costa left. Mario Mandzukic. And you feel they'll still be as strong as well last season.
I wasn't actually expecting. I was expecting a rout by Madrid when both teams played a couple of days ago. I was expecting Madrid to actually rout them, but you see the way they played after Madrid.
Like you see the key figures, key players. It
wasn't even looking as if they've missed some. They're having some players missed. It's not looking as if Diego Costa is not even in the team, and Felipe
doesn't look like a transition is taking place.
Absolutely,
looks like they're ready.
They actually came back and showed resilience and doggedness to secure an equalizer in that game. It promises to be, interesting.
Later tonight.
Yeah, later tonight. But I think it's difficult to predict.
Okay. Well, I agree with Kule. It's going to be difficult to predict. But of course, we'll wait to see what happens. Cristiano Ronaldo has been declared fit to play that game. But there are worries that the injuries he's had in the recent past is cropping up, and it might just affect the reigning World Footballer of the Year. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and see what's going to happen. Well, let's take you to Nanjing, China, and allow you see highlights, day 6 of the Youth 2014 Youth Olympics. Well, Nigeria wasn't there, and you know why. But of course, some African countries are doing us proud. Let's enjoy this and come back for more on Sports This Morning.